It's fine. It'll be fun. Hi. Hi, Raven. I am so happy to see that you're in the land of the living, girl. How are you feeling? I'm so glad you're okay. Are you doing okay now? Are you home or are you at the hospital? Hi, how are you? Impossible to stop. Jess, if you'll shoot me your email, I need to send you. I still haven't sent invoices out. Hi. I know you're traumatized. I'm so glad that you're okay. I am so glad you're okay. Hello. Real quick. So tomorrow I'm doing the surprise Easter eggs. They're $5 a piece. And then I'm going to do a sale afterwards. I'm going to do a sale on a lot of the new items that I have. So just if you do want eggs, let me know. I'm going to work on those tomorrow when I go up to the hedge in the morning. Yes, no, absolutely, girly. I'm sending you all kinds. Yeah. I'm glad that you went to the, I'm glad that you're here. Yeah. Yeah, definitely keeping you in my thoughts. So tonight we're going to do honey jar manifestation. It's what gets you in trouble. Okay, hang on. Charlie needs to say hi, okay? Here, say hi. Hi. You say hi? Tell everybody hi. Are you good? Are you good? Okay, you're going to have to go because I got to do some work. I know. This could be, I know. This could be life. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are you okay? I know, you have to move. Go in there. Go in there. That way I can do class. He's like right in my... Sorry. Go there, go. Hi, Pete. How are you? I know, those Charlie eyes, right? They'll get you every time. Pet me. Yes, Raven had she had this beautiful baby Grayson, and she had some trouble. Yeah, I saw that. Hey, Pete. Well, welcome. And so tomorrow night, I will go live tomorrow evening to do our surprise eggs. And then I will do a sale on not just crystals, but I have all the different oils and, all the stuff I have. Tons of smudges, candles, whatever. You name it, I have it. Not really. But I have a lot of stuff. So, but tonight we are going to do honey manifestation. So I'm going to talk to you about how to make this honey jar. And those of you guys that have the monthly kit, everybody's but Jen's, hers is MIA right now. I'm watching for it to show up. You got the honey kit, right? You got a honey kit. You got a little jar of honey, okay? And so this is not something that's specific to any belief system, right? Because I believe that all these tools and all these things like that are these Post-it notes, right? To keep you on your path, right? So if you can stop and take note each day for something you're trying to manifest or trying to do something like that, then you have a better chance of living the life that you want, right? Because you can't just buy a crystal and all of a sudden your life's 100% and better. You have to put in your own work, right? Yours will be in tomorrow. Your kit or your box that I sent you guys, is it still not there? The mail's taking forever. So that's weird. It's just taking a long time. Oh, the box. Yeah, I was like, I don't think I sent a monthly box yet, but I did send a huge box with lots of stuff in it. I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. So you got the jar, right? Jar. This is one I did when I did the workshop up at my office place. Okay. And honestly, transparency, right? And I've talked about this before. Those of you guys that have been with me since the beginning of when I started on here, this truly, the honey is what my mentor taught us. And then, and I did the manifestation honey and I didn't think too much of it. And then all of a sudden, everything started going into falling into place, I'll say. And it's still falling into place. And I do the honey periodically, but that is what kind of started Kitty Lynn. And so if you're wanting to do things and you don't know where to start, this is a great tool and a great exercise for you, no matter what your belief system is. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to pause real quick. I'm going to go grab something and I'll be right back. Pause. Where's pause? Pause. Okay, my dogs were acting crazy. All right. Okay, so back to it, right? Sorry for the delay there. So when I made the honey first with my mentor, I made it in this big golden jar that I had. And I was like, what are we doing? But you walk through the process, right? So we did honey and we put in herbs and crystals and things like that lean towards the energy of manifesting. Then we kind of put our intention into it and did all those things, stirred in some different intention and stuff like that. And then I made a choice to do it for 30 days. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you. So for 30 days and 30 nights. No, for 30 days, I did the honey. And the way I did it, because you guys know I teach sensuality and sexual awakening and all that energy. Of course, everybody made fun of me because I always put it on my lips and I'm like, I lick my lips. But I would make a point to stop every single day, talk about in my mind what I was wanting to do with my life. And I would dip my finger in the honey and I would put it on my lips, lick my lips, lick my finger, right? That's what I did. But not the problem. What it does is it causes you to stop during the day and focus only on you and your life and nothing else is interfering except that honey, right? Tell me some things about honey. You guys know some things about honey? Tell me some things about honey. Tell me some things about honey. Come on. Tell me. Things about honey. It's sticky, right? It's sticky now. sticky now. It is sticky. It's sweet. It never goes bad, right? It's so great, right? It does. It heals cuts and scrapes. It never expires. There are so many great things to honey, okay? So many great things, not to mention bees are in the spiritual side, right? Are thought to be messengers from the other side. So there's so many great things about it. People will sometimes be like, I don't want honey. It's sticky. I don't want to touch it. If you're going to manifest something and you want something to represent what you want to manifest, honey is the best thing for it because it's sticky. It sticks to everything, right? So if you're doing a honey jar, everything and all the intention and everything you're bringing in is sticking to it, right? It's sticky. It is good for a sore throat, like an antibiotic. It's antimicrobial. So many things, right? There's so many great things about it. So why not use it to put your intention into it to use it every day? Okay. You can put it on your tongue. You can put it like Kitty did on her lips, right? You can put it in your bath. You can put it in your tea. You can use it on your face, right? You can put garlic in it or onion in it and use that as medicine. So many things. So many things. So that's why we do honey manifestation jar. You could use a bowl, anything like that. Straight to your bath it goes. Yeah. What does it do for your face? It's really good for your face. If you have a blemish or you have anything like that, you can always just dot it on there. But it's antimicrobial as well and antibacterial, all those things. So it's just really great for your skin. I use a mix of that and coconut oil and apricot oil for my face every night. I might as well be 50, so I feel like it's good. I feel like it works. But on the manifesting, when you put it on, when you put it in your bath, you want to have mantras. Throw some mantras up here that are good for manifesting, self-love, abundance. If you have words that represent that for you, throw them on the screen for me. I love to say, I am worthy, right? I am worthy of abundance. I am worthy of abundance. I deserve what the universe is bringing my way, right? I deserve to be financially free. I have earned, the universe is, I am, okay? I'm going to talk to you a little bit about mantras, and I've done this before in the past. I am worthy of love. I deserve love. If you want to supercharge any kind of manifestation or mantra, I love to, there's a couple things I like to do, right? One is say what is happening. What are you going to do? Okay. And then you want to incorporate an emotion into it. Okay. So it would be like, I am grateful that I am receiving my bus to travel the world. It makes me feel fulfilled. Okay. Start with, I am grateful, right? Start with what is happening and then start with an emotion. How does it make you feel? Okay. How does it make you feel? So Shelly, I saw your hand raised. I am grateful for Grayson in my life. It makes me feel so happy, right? Shelly, write me a mantra that is grateful, what it is, and an emotion. Shelly had her hand up. Hey, Brandy. So what it is, right? I am so grateful that I get to speak on a cruise. It makes me feel ecstatic and nervous. Okay. Things you're wanting to manifest. I am so grateful that I am hosting so many classes. This makes me know I am worthy. So 3 things I want you to think about. If you need to write that down, if you don't want to write it down and you don't think that you'll remember, I will write this down and post it over in the group of Blend Your Spirit. Okay, if you want to go to the link, it's a Facebook group, it's a private group, it's in the link in the bio. I am grateful for my daughters, Shelby and for Kitty. Thank you. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful I get the opportunity to join the retreat. It makes me feel loved. Great job. Great job. Yes. So it's so good. I am so grateful. I am honored. I am inspired. I am happy. I am so grateful. Right? I am grateful. I am grateful. So always be grateful when you're manifesting, right? Don't be pissed off. You want to try and manifest some things that are negative? Don't we have enough of that in our life? Don't we? Do you want to manifest some more negative? No, hell no. Start with I'm grateful. I'm grateful because when you're grateful, the universe will continue sending you things to be grateful for because this is the energy that you're pulling in. Okay. Yeah, no way. We want good things coming. So I am grateful. All right. Formula is, I'm going to say it again before we start. I am grateful. I am grateful for all the classes I am able to teach. This makes me feel fulfilled. I am grateful, right? So grateful, emotion, or grateful, what's happening, emotion. Grateful, what's happening, emotion. Okay. Grateful, what's happening, emotion. That is the perfect mantra, and that is what I use when I'm doing any manifesting or mantra. Because when you put your emotion into it, you bring it from inside your noggin to here, okay, to here. And if it's here, then it's more likely for you to bring it to life. Okay. How do you feel? When we talk about manifesting the bus, and I'm like, is it going to be, it'll probably be an old broke down bus because I'm a broke bitch, right? So it's going to be a broke down bus, and it's probably going to stink like dirty socks. Okay. Let's just be real. So I'm going to have to really clean it. So it's probably, the door is probably going to be rusty and stuck, but it's the bus, and it makes me feel so excited, right? So I am so grateful that we are going to receive a bus or transportation to be able to travel and make a difference in other people's lives. This makes me feel so happy, okay? Grateful, what we're doing, and emotion, okay? I'm grateful to get to spend time with the community. It makes me feel amazing. If you're having a bad day, you can manifest if you're having a bad day. Just make sure you're not putting your bad and your heavy energy into something. It's more heart and emotion. So you can have you've had a bad couple days. It's not going to hurt you to try and manifest health or manifest different things like that. I'm grateful for the experience, even though it can be off-putting. Yes. I am grateful I'm Kitty's assistant. It makes me feel so fulfilled. I am grateful you are my assistant. It makes me feel relieved. So those are the things that you want to change the way that you talk about things when you're thinking about manifesting and being grateful, right? So when you're saying this phrase, it can be things that have already happened, right? Like Shelly said, I am grateful to be Kitty's assistant, but it can also be used for the manifesting. It's just a good overall phrase for high vibration. Okay. So I'm going to pull this over here and we'll go through. This is my handy dandy little special tray. I thought I should. So the thing is being grateful, truly be grateful. Right? Truly be grateful. You can't fake being grateful, right? That's kind of like talking to someone that you know really has no interest in what you're saying, right? We hear you, but we know you really don't like us, so we're not going to listen. Does that make sense? So if you're talking to the universe about what you're grateful for, make sure it's from a place of really where your heart is, right? Because the universe, you can BS everybody else, but you really can't BS God, universe, source, whatever you want to call your maker. Yes, Raven, absolutely. Yeah, and that's what it's about, truly. Hey, Donna, I didn't see you sneak in. How are you, girly? I am grateful to have you guys. All right, so we're going to talk about honey. We established honey is sticky. It doesn't go bad. It's antimicrobial, antibacterial. You can make medicine with it. You can do so many things. The reason why we're doing honey jar is for manifesting today. Okay, if you want one of these kits and you don't have one because you didn't get the box, shoot me a message. I always have extra kits. Okay, and so it tastes yummy. It does. So this is what the kits look like. Okay, you'll have to pay your own shipping, but they're $10 if you want them. Okay, so I'm gonna scoot this back some so you guys can see. All right, I am going to what we always do first before anything, and I almost forgot. Before we do anything that is energy related, I like to clear my space. My energy is pretty good today, but I still like to clear. It does clear allergies. It's so good for allergies, and it tastes yummy, and it is a great face wash. Yeah, it keeps your face moisturized. It's good, and it just is good. Okay, so we're going to clear out some energy. We're going to open our honey jar. You do not have to have these little jars. This is just what I had to mail out, and I always get them, in big amounts. So we're going to clear it out. Clear. Clear out residual energy. Yeah, I try to do that too. I try to do that. Okay, so we're clear out. Grab incense. You can clear out energy with a bottle of Tylenol, right? Sound. You can do sound. You can do smoke, you can do rattles, you can do all kinds of things. All right, so then we have this cleared out. Yes, I'm gonna light these candles. And I'm only lighting the candles for the sole reason that they're green, and it's gonna help me with the manifesting, right? Green stands for manifesting, okay? Green is a manifestation color. So if you're wanting, and this is just touching on a different subject why I'm doing this, if you're into, so a lot of people think glamour magic is this big spooky thing, like you're trying to sell people something that is not real. That's not necessarily, I mean, it can be, but that's not really what, I think of it like this. You wake up one day and you really want to manifest. Then maybe you put on a bracelet that's citrine, and then you put a green aventurine one on as well. Maybe you put a green shirt on. Maybe you put a yellow makeup on if you wear makeup. It is about using the things that you do every day and using the color correspondence with it. So green candle is what I am burning here, right? Just to kind of help pull the energy in. If I were doing it just at home and didn't have people watching me, then I would probably play some music and just sit and think with myself, right? So here it is. There are only certain crystals that you can use. All the crystals that can go in water can go in honey, okay? So the ones I like to use are carnelian. I'm not using carnelian tonight because I didn't put that in the kit. Green aventurine, citrine, and smoky quartz. Okay, I love carnelian because it is the moving forward stone. Okay, you guys that have followed me know the story because I've told it 5,000 times. The ancient Egyptians would always give a piece of carnelian somewhere in the mummification process to wish their family to move, go, a safe journey, to get them out, not stay here, because for the ancient Egyptians, the afterlife was the most important. Everything that you did in this lifetime or in their lifetime prepared them for the afterlife. And so that sent them on a safe journey and kept them protected and kind of lit a fire under them to get them out, okay? Carnelian does the same thing for us, okay? It also connects to our root chakra as well, which is where a lot of our icky trauma is stored and all those things. Green aventurine is prosperity stone. It is. And green aventurine connects with the heart chakra right here. And I'm not going to do anything with these just yet, but that connects with the heart chakra. You weren't dramatic. You were not dramatic. I don't know what you're talking about, girl. All right, green aventurine, citrine. Can we sing it? Citrine, 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 citrine. Citrine, 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 right? Citrine, the sunshine stone, high vibration stone. It helps you raise your vibration. It makes you feel happier. It feels like sunshine, right? And so that stone, it's great to manifest, but it's great to manifest when you have a high vibration. So this is gonna help you with that, okay? The other one I have is smoky quartz that is in the kit. You can use many others, but this is what I put in the kit. This is smoky quartz. What does smoky quartz do, guys? What does smoky quartz do? What does smoky quartz do? Who knows what smoky quartz does? It is cleansing. It is cleansing. It's good for cleansing. My favorite use for smoky quartz is transmutation. Transmutation. So just in case you have any icky energy you would like to put into your honey on accident, smoky quartz is great at transmuting that energy into something different, right? You are all alchemists in a way, right? Think about, you take your emotions and you turn them into tears, right? It changes what it is, okay? So we are alchemists in that way. Smoky quartz transmutes, it cleanses, and it does all those things. So even if there was something that was trying to sneak by, smoky quartz can transmute that, okay? If you got the kit, and again, I have kits too still available. You have your little honey, what is this called? Is it a honey wand? Honey dipper. I have, Jess. I have. I actually saw that the other day. I don't know why it came up on my Google. All right. Honey wand. Okay, honey wand. Also, the only herbs that I gave in the kit are cloves. At least I think you guys got cloves. If not, you can use cinnamon, cloves. Anything that reminds you of Thanksgiving is going to be really great for manifesting. Okay, that's the easiest way to say it. Nutmeg, cinnamon, cloves, all those things are going to be really great for manifesting, and they make your honey taste delicious. Okay, and then you got this little bee, if you got the kit and the little string, but we'll do that later. All right, I'm going to use my honey bear. Not you, Charlie. You're not my honey bear right now, sir. I know, you smell it. So I'm going to put in the crystals first, and I am going to put a little bit of clove on the bottom, and I'm going to put a little bit of clove on top. And so what I am going to do, I'm going to put in green aventurine first. Okay, this is the prosperity stone. It is the luck stone. It's just a great pull in goodness stone. As I put each thing in, I'm going to say a mantra of sorts. Okay. Mine is going to change pretty consistently just because I spout them off all the time. I will post some links of some good ones for you guys, okay? Not some links, but some options. Okay, so I'm going to say, I am worthy of all the abundance coming my way. I am grateful. I'm receiving abundance. It makes me feel so happy. Okay, citrine. High vibration, right? I am grateful all of my blocks are being removed so I can receive all the goodness coming my way. It makes me feel humble and happy. Smoky quartz. I am grateful. I am grateful for my community to have grown so much. It makes me feel impactful. Okay. The goal with this is to set the intention high of the things that you're grateful for. So when you do stop and think about the things you're trying to manifest each day, that it is this powerful moment for you to stop. You can also infuse it with the things that you're wanting to also do specifically if you want. Although I don't have one specific thing, so for me, I'm just leaving it open to whatever I'm going to receive, right? I am so grateful that I am sharing the energy of love in the highest frequency. It makes me feel loved, okay? It makes me feel healed. Bring it into how you feel. So that is the little crystals, okay? And whether you do cinnamon, you can use a little tiny spoon if you're gonna do cinnamon, or you could do cinnamon sticks. It's great to stir with cinnamon sticks. I'm going to do these little cloves, clovey cloves, maybe. Okay. All right. Okay, so I have the cloves, and I am not going to use the spoon. I'm just going to use my hand. I am grateful for all my blocks being removed. It makes me feel energetic. Okay, you did get them then. Okay, I'm grateful for all my blocks being removed. It makes me feel powerful. I'm grateful for all my blocks being removed. It makes me feel impactful. I'm grateful for all my blocks being removed. It makes me feel successful. Okay, do that. So then you can see this is what it looks like in here. Okay, honey. You guys got little packs of honey. Okay, that was the easiest way for me to mail it. And so I know it's not going to fill it all the way up, but it gives you a few days worth to start with to see if it's something that you want to continue. I promise you, if you do this for 30 days, it'll change your life. Okay, and I don't say that about a lot of things, but it literally changed mine because I stopped each day. And then every time you walk by it, and you stop and you're like, oh shoot, I didn't do that. It makes you stop, right? Because you connect with it. This is your energy. This is all your goodies, all your goodness right there. Okay. So as you pour your honey in, you guys have packets. Hey Candace, how are you? So as you pour the honey in, same thing, right? You guys, mantras for me, the best ones out of all are, I am grateful for what you're grateful for and how it makes you feel. Incorporate your emotion in. I am grateful for all of my blocks being removed. It makes me feel powerful. I am grateful for my blocks being removed. It makes me feel energetic. I am grateful for all my blocks being removed. It makes me feel happy. I am grateful for all my blocks being removed. It makes me feel strong. I am grateful for all my blocks being removed. It makes me feel lighter. I am grateful for all my blocks being removed. It makes me feel successful. Okay? Thanks for the gifts, guys. I am grateful. What are you grateful for? How does it make you feel, right? I think we were going to almost write a song. I am grateful. How does it make you feel? I am grateful. What are you grateful for? How does it make you feel, right? Anyway, so that is then what it'll look like. So it has 3 crystals in there that are okay to be in water. You don't have to use them all. You don't have to use the big ones, but I like to use the big ones because I don't want to use crystal chips and accidentally, ingest it. You don't have to use them in the honey though. You could use them around the honey. Okay, you could put it in a jar and put the crystals and stuff around it as well. Okay, on the top, I am going to do the cloves again, right? I am putting intention. I am so grateful that my blocks have been removed. It makes me feel fantastic. I'm so grateful that my blocks have been removed. It makes me feel like a powerful woman. I am grateful my blocks have been removed. It makes me feel healed and happy. I am grateful my blocks have been removed. It makes me feel like a new person. Okay? And so then you have it. This is what it looks like here. Okay? And as with everything that I do, before I close the lid, whether it's an intention jar, spell jar, whatever you want to call it, oils, anything, I always, always, always go and blow my essence into it. Okay? Blow my essence into it. And then I shut it. Okay? And with this one specifically, I do have the little string. I'm just making it here for you to show you. And again, if you want the kit, I have extra kits. You'll have to pay shipping, but they're $10. So you're welcome to do this, but you can get your own easy peasy. And you do not have to have a jar like this. You do whatever makes your little heart happy. All right, so I have the little honeybee on here. This is just making it aesthetically pleasing, right? There we go. Okay, so yes, the breath of life, breathing it into motion there, okay? And so this is what it looks like. Easy peasy, doesn't take a long time, doesn't take a lot of money, right? But it is an impactful thing for you, okay? Then, whenever you want to use it, you open it. All you have to do. And you can be like me, right? And then I always just like put it on my mouth. And I walk around the house while I'm getting ready, saying my mantra in my mind. Okay? You can put it in your coffee. You can put it in your tea. You can do so many different things. I always do this, all right? So, that is what I do. And then you just close it. You don't have to do anything else to it. But the point of it is, right, all these things that I talk about, like you are the magic. You are the one that's creating all these things. All these things are energetic supporters. They're like tools in a toolbox. If you do not use them, they're not going to do anything for you. It's like buying a whole box of nails and hammers and wanting a fence built and being pissed off because your fence didn't get built. it's not going to build itself, right? The clove and the crystals and the honey is not going to do it for you. You are the magic. But this allows you, right, to put your own energy into this and all the things that you love, and it makes you stop every single day. Okay? You could even put it by your bed. You could put it by your sink for when you get water in the morning. Okay? If you take medicine, put it by wherever your medicine is. Put it somewhere that you're going to be able to see it daily. And even if you forget it, you're still going to see it the next day or whatever. And it's going to cause you to stop for a second. Oh yeah, there's my jar. Okay, you stop and you do it. It's forcing you to stop and basically get grounded and think about what you want out of life, what you want to manifest. Okay, and it's super sticky. If you want something that represents what you want out of something that you're manifesting, you want it to be sticky. You want it to like keep it all, right? You want it to bring everything in and keep it all together. That is why I do the honey, okay? Honey. Yep, beautiful Post-it notes. And so that is the manifestation honey. It's very simple, very easy, but very impactful, right? Very impactful. And what I love about this, and this is what I love about, I used to question the way that I practiced my spirituality because it's ever growing, right? Because some people say, oh, you're a witch, or oh, you're this, or oh, you're that. And I'm like, I'm just kidding, right? I'm just kidding. I am a cluster mutt of all kinds of spirituality. But whether this be a mantra, a prayer, a spell, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same. Okay, it's all the same in my book, in my mind. This is good for kids to do, right? What would happen if our children, when they were younger, we started doing things like this? You were powerful. If you heard you were powerful as a child, you stop and think about everything that you want, little, all day long. You stop when you go to the bathroom or brush your teeth in the morning and you have your jar of honey and you think about how great you're going to be when you grow up, right? How different the world would be. Okay, you don't have to be a specific belief system. You don't have to be a specific age. It doesn't matter. Okay, honey is from the bees, for goodness sake, right? Surely there's nothing that they could find. Anybody can find that's just a terrible thing. This allows you something to put your intention into, and you can do it as a family. You can do it by yourself. But once you do the mini one, if you love it and go through like a week's worth or however much it gives you, I highly recommend you doing it like once a month maybe, or once every couple months. Mine, I think it lasted a couple months because it was a big jar. But it doesn't go bad either. So, it's one of those things that you're going to stop, you're going to put your intention into it. But I promise you, when you stop and you put your own energy and focus just for a few minutes a day into your life and put you first for a few minutes, your life will change, right? Because you're going to start realizing, oh yeah, I got to stop for a second, right? We run so fast doing all these things that we don't ever just stop, okay? So that was the honey. Honey. I hope you guys liked it. Tomorrow night, we are going to do the surprise eggs, and I'm going to do a sale afterwards. I will fit in the Goddess Temple soon. I've got to figure out a time for that because I'm planning next month. So that is that. I will have kits available on the website at the Hedge, and then if you need them, then you know where to find me, right? You guys know where to find me. So that is that. Okay, so I figured I'd stay on a little bit longer and do a couple of reads. Let me see. I'm going to use, you might be able to, Rebel. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? I mean, you eggs. You're welcome. It's just a fun project to do. And like I said, it's great because you can't say there's anything wrong with it. I did this at the Hedge last weekend, and someone brought, their daughter, and it's just good to see, because when it's all said and done, it's really not about what religion you choose or anything like that. It's really just about teaching everyone to put their intention and purpose into what they're doing and be in the moment and be thoughtful of what's actually happening. So I do love it so much. I mean, some people wouldn't say that. My spirituality, like I said, I am a blend of so much. I am, my great grandmother is full Cherokee, and so there's some stuff that is in that side. There's I was raised Christian and Southern Baptist. Chris actually plays music at a church a couple of days a week, and so I call it all the same thing. Of course, I don't do a lot of dark, heavy stuff, right? Because I don't feel like I need to do that. I feel like people sometimes just get what's coming to them. I don't feel like I have to. Oh, you feel like you're talking? No. No, I truly feel like there is so much misconception on some of the things. Like crystals very much are in all spiritual books, right? All of the books that we were taught to follow, all those things, herbs as well. It's just kind of depends on what your belief system is. But I really and truly, right. Yeah. Hell yeah, Rebel. I'd rather not do dark, heavy things. I'd rather sit back and watch that shitstorm happen and me not be a part of it at all. I don't want any part, but I'll watch you get what you deserve. So I'll watch you get what you deserve, but I won't partake in what that is. So bye, Brandy. All right, so I'm going to do a couple of reads. If you guys are down. Are you guys down? Are you down for that? Are you down for that? There's that, yeah. All right, is Shelly in here? Hi. Hi, Gilbert. Yeah, it's so interesting because I know a lot of time, people don't ever, look at me, I don't look Native. But if you go to any of our family funerals, it's like there's us with blue eyes, and then there is the long dark hair, dark skin. And it's interesting because when I go back to look at our family history, we've actually been here since the Trail of Tears where I'm at. I'm in Oklahoma, and our family headdress is at a Native American store in downtown. My great grandma had to sell it during the Depression for bread, for food and stuff. So it's interesting when you start learning those things. It's interesting. It's interesting because there's always that interesting history about it and things like that. But yeah, so I have a pretty broad variety in my family. Okay. Thank you for sharing, Gilbert. All right, so Shelly, if you're in here, I would like to do maybe 5 reads. So if anybody, it's a Christian show? Okay. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. See, some people get very upset when someone's trying to invite, but I feel like if you're a true spiritual person, you should be able to find a message in anything, anything in nature, at a church, in a service, when you're reading a book, and songs. I love it. I have no issue with it. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, you can always find a message. Yeah, oh gosh, yeah, Jess, for sure. A stranger on the street. Me and yeah, Rebel, I literally was going to say that. Someone, everybody that was in Joe's live earlier today, was trying to friend request different people or say at me, friend request me to do reads on people, and sent Rebel a message. But the thing is the message that they sent to try and even troll her to get a reading was actually on point, right? So there's always something that can be used. Shelly, you want to read? Okay. I'm just doing my Earth Warriors Oracle. All right, I'm going to clear out this real quick. Okay. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I don't know if I got a message. He told me he added at me on during the live and said, hey, friend request me. I have a message for you. And I was like, I promise you don't have a message for me. I was like, I promise. All right, Miss Shelly. Hang on, that's not a fair reading because I wasn't thinking about your name. I was just doing it out of habit. You would like a read? Okay, so we have Shelly and then Butterfly Spirit and Jess. And you guys know how I do this. I'm not doing crystal reads, but maybe I'll do those Sunday. Do you guys want to do crystal reads Sunday night? I might do crystal reads Sunday night. Shelly, I know Shelly's going to be like, yes, crystal reads. Rebel and Stephanie. All right, we'll start with that. Shelly's, yes. All right, so let me do my thing here. Quit running my mouth. This message is for Shelly. This message for Shelly. And source. Ancestors. Message was for Shelly. Well, Shelly, you got some jumping out at me. Hi, let me some sugar. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. All right. You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. All right. So you got Padma Sundari. I'm going to show it to you and then I'm going to kind of talk to you. Okay. Okay. So you have that. This card is Out of the Darkness, a Light is Born. Okay. This reminds me of, Joe told me this story the other day, and I'm just going to say it to you. Amethyst can be added to the list, Shelly. So Out of Darkness, Light is Born. And there's lotuses in this card. So you guys know I go by symbols and different things like that. So there's lotuses in this card. And Joe had told me a story that someone had told him, but it's true. The mud, you know, and the darkness and the stuff that a lotus has to go through to bloom, it would not be the lotus if it didn't do these things, right? And so out of the darkness, light is born. Your light is being born. Right? You have been through darkness and you're still in some darkness, but there is always that light after the storm. And we talk about that a lot. And I know today it feels like your energy is a little bit more wonky than what it was, say, yesterday or last time I did a reading for you. But I think that that is because you're spinning, because you're starting new things. Okay. I think that that's why your energy is like on. Does that make sense? You're like, it's on. So you have to remember, right? You have to remember that. Yeah, so you have to remember that. And then next is the Spirit of a Warrior. I want you to watch for butterflies. I know it's not quite butterfly season. And ladybugs. Okay. Butterflies, ladybugs. I want you to take time, right, to appreciate how far you've come. Okay. When you're hurting, when you're sad, when you are not in your best mind, we'll say. Okay. Because I get that too, right? When you're not in the right space, I want you to find time to go out in the sun and put your palms up like this, okay? Just to kind of pull in some light, right? Palms, they don't always get the sun. Put them in the sun. Just absorb that sun and sit there and just be. If you can't crisscross applesauce, then sit in a chair. I don't care. Just sit out there and put your palms up, okay? Put your palms up. You have the spirit of a warrior. Look for butterflies. Look for ladybugs. Stop doubting yourself, okay? And the last one says sorceress of light. Sorceress of light. And that just actually just ties into the rest of the things. I'll show you the card though, because it's beautiful. It has an owl on it. But what I love about this is this looks like seashells to me. Okay. So you have this beautiful owl that has a woman's energy in it. And she also has the moon energy. And it's reminding you you're a sorceress of light. And I love that she calls you a sorceress. Right? I love the fact that the card came to remind you that you're a sorceress, because you're newer in your gifts and newer in your growth, right? And you doubt the abilities that you have, but you actually have that. They're more towards all light, right? Not that anybody's all light, but yours are geared more towards the light, right? You don't really want to sit in the dark, right? It's not your jam, and that's okay. You got enough of your own. Is that fair? Like, you would much rather help people and show them the light and all those things than go to the dark like some people have to do, right? Like, I'm okay sitting in the dark with people. But you're like, dude, I can't. I don't want it. I don't want to do it. I have enough, okay? So this is just to remind you that out of darkness there does come light. And you've had your share, right? But you're still in a process. You need to believe in yourself more. You need to start practicing some of your gifts. So if reading and doing the cards is what you want to do, find someone that you can practice on. Pull a card for people in the group, okay? It doesn't have to be scary. It is scary. Don't get me wrong. Like, putting yourself out there is scary. But do it in the group, right? Do it over in Blend Your Spirit. When you feel called, or pull one a day, right? When you wake up in the morning and you feel like, ugh, I hate this day, pull a card and post it, and post what it means. That will help you start retaining what they mean. And that will help you start understanding that when you sit and you focus and you shuffle cards or you do whatever you're going to do, you still stop, right? With a beautiful post-it note to remind you of how your day is going, or maybe what's to come during the day. Okay, so remind yourself of those things and stop doubting. Start practicing more. And like I said, the group seems like it would be a good place for you to post maybe a daily or something like that. The second thought will always be the end to end it. Yes, I agree. I agree. There's a fine line for us overthinkers on, am I standing in my own way, or is it intuition? Does that make sense? Yeah. It's a fine line, because it's like, is this intuition, or is this anxiety, or is it overthinking, or is it intuition? Like, which is it? So, yeah. Okay, who is next, Miss Shelley? Yeah, one a day is really good. It helps you just get to know it and connect. Yeah, at Shelley. That way she knows, because I will forget. That's how my brain works. Jess, okay. All right. This message is for Jess. Ask for source, ancestors, spirit guides to come forward to give her a message that she needs. This message is for Jess. This message is for Jess. Find it. Okay. This message is for Jess. Jess, are you not doing a lot of self-love? Are you not doing a lot of self-love? And I'm going to pull the card or the book on this last one. Okay. Okay. I am gonna pull the book out on this last one, because when I feel like I need to call a book, usually there's a mantra or little saying in it that actually fits perfectly for the person needing to hear. I am seeing in this card, it's nourishment of the soul. You need nourishment for the soul. Like where you're at right now, you're starting to grow and you're looking for nourishment for the soul. Okay, does that make sense to you? Like maybe you're searching for. I'm just throwing this out here as an example. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a friendship, maybe it's a family. It feels like it's some sort of connection, energetic connection that's in the world. Does that make sense? In the world. And so it feels like you need nourishment of the soul. Like there's someone that is not giving you nourishment, and that could be yourself. It could be yourself. We are the ones that are in charge of our own life. And as much as we know that, when you sit and feel that emotion and feel how sad sometimes we get when we feel alone, or we don't feel seen, or we don't feel like someone is reciprocating, even with energy, the relationships. You would like friends. So you're looking for friends and you're looking for the nourishment of the soul. It's just saying you need nourishment of the soul. Do you not know this? That's what the card's basically saying. Like, hello, hi, you need nourishment for your soul. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you how this is showing up, or how I see things, because I see things in flashes, right, when stuff comes in. And so this card is Power of Good. But when I read it, this is what flashed. It was a lot of chaos and a lot of fighting. And it shows a little girl crying. And I don't know if that was you. I don't know if, like, say it was maybe your mom's situation when she was younger, or a situation you were in, but it's definitely something that's at least passed down, or something traumatic like that that's happened to you, that you need to take that energy and turn it around for good to help others who have been through it. Does this make sense? Childhood. Okay. This card is Power of Good. Like I said, it shows a little girl, I want to say between the ages of like 5 or 8, and sitting on the floor and crying, and there's just like tears pouring out, and there's fighting and chaos in the background. It's very much a toxic environment, and you were 7. Okay. So that then falls in line. And it feels like there's screaming, like there's like I feel like I hear a kitchen drawer slam. It has silverware in it. Like, it's just that energy. It's like bang, 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 bang. You know, it's like that. But the card isn't about those things. It's just showing me some of the things that you've been through. And it's the card to remind you to use your power for good, to use the things that you've gone through for good. Okay? Because that is deep, deep fighting and animosity. Okay. So the thing is when we have these things happen to us, which most of us in life have things happen, but especially when you're brought up in a toxic home, there's so many, it's like Tetris, right? It's trying to Tetris your way back to a person that you know, because that affects you so much as you grow. And even in adults, your childhood still affects you in day-to-day decisions and day-to-day triggers and all those things till we dive deep in. This is your reminder of everything you've been through. You need to use it for good, because you are here to help other people go through the stuff that you've been through. I don't know if you've thought about writing a book or telling your story, but that is therapeutic to get that out, right? You are here and have gone through the things you need to tell your story. There's just no doubt in my mind that that's something you need to do, right? Because people who have been through things like that have this beautiful way of painting pictures with their words, because you can feel it in your senses, because you've experienced it. So when you're talking to someone, you feel it. Does that make sense? And then I want to pull real quick This one I'm not super familiar with. But this is about a change that's coming. Okay, I'm going to show you this card. It's called the Turquoise Changing Woman. So I feel like there's a change, but I want to read this. Okay. I am the Turquoise Moon Mother. I come to you now with a message of change. Okay. This may be the change that you want or the change that you fear. But either way, I'm going to show you how to use this change to become stronger, wiser, and more empowered to fulfill your divine destiny. It fits perfectly. I've never even pulled that card, so I love it. Do not fear the change around you and within. Trust in the timing of what is happening in your world. Change is upon you. It's essential for your continued growth, and you do not need to fear it. Change is upon you. It's essential for your continued growth, and you don't need to fear. You don't need to fear it. As you allow for this change, remain steadfast in your inner spiritual connection. This will give you courage, trust, and peace and reassurance. You will find ways to navigate this shift so your life improves through the process. If you're thinking of making a change, you're encouraged to do so, but don't try to force it. Be open and do your part to be the best of your ability. Tune into your sense of divine timing and ask the universe for help in allowing life to unfold. Okay, I'm going to butcher this name, but I'm going to read it to you because I feel like it's meant for you. Estonatli is the creator goddess of the Navajo, known as the changing woman. She's always changing. She never, ever dies. As she begins to age, she turns and walks towards the east, the direction of the rising sun and the new beginnings, where she's renewed. Her blessings are for nourishment, regeneration, and replenishing cycles. She brings hope and reminds us that life continually renews itself around us and within. We will always be able to begin again. In the face of loss or destruction, her presence brings comfort, hope, and peace, so that rather than losing faith and giving up because we feel defeated, we have the courage to continue to fight for what matters. If we are struggling with change too much or too little, she emanates reassuring wisdom. When something needs repair, she knows how to restore it. When something needs to end, Divine shows us the way how to empty ourselves of the past to prepare for your new beginning. The Divine Feminine is the wisdom and power that expresses itself as light, ever flowing, forever changing. We belong to life and can trust in it. Evolution is not easy. It often requires tremendous courage, heart, and strength. Turquoise Changing Woman will help you respond to any change in a way that increases your love, light, and wisdom. She's also the conqueror of monsters and the bringer of blessings, especially when we feel that we have been under attack our whole life or we're lacking something we need. She teaches us it is safe to rest in unconditional faith. Through unconditional love, I am blessed and empowered to grow through change. All that I need to evolve in the next expression of my divine destiny has been provided for me. I surrender into divine blessing for renewal, and I'm open to receive my highest good, so be it. I hope you love that. I love that for you. So, you need nourishment, right? There's no doubt. You need nourishment of the soul. You need your group, your coven, your whatever you want to call it, your group of friends, okay? But you have to remember to use the power and the things you've been through for good, right? And Turquoise Changing Woman is there. You're the ever-changing woman. You're welcome. I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Butterfly is next. Is she still in here? Are you in here, Butterfly? Butterfly. You are so welcome. I hope that resonated. I liked it. I like it a lot. All right, girly. Let's see. I'm going to clear this out. I'm getting messages for my flower pot painting stuff tomorrow. I've had like 3 or 4 come through. I'm going to make sure I have enough. I'm excited. Good. I'm so glad, Jess. All right. This is for Butterfly. This is for Nadine. Call on her spirit guides, her ancestors, her protectors, her ancestral wisdom, Source for a message for Nadine. This message is for Nadine. Is there a message for Nadine? You have a message. You have a message. You have a message. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is what you have. You have... Okay. I love this. You got a butterfly card. And I love that because I feel like it's... Oh, I love that. I love that, Jess. I do. I love that so much. All right, so the first card you got is the medicine of the butterfly. Not making it up. Medicine of the butterfly. Does it remind you of your mom's butterfly? I love it. And your butterfly spirit creations, right? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So this card is the medicine of the butterfly. And I don't know if you're going to do this or not, because when I first hear about the medicine of the butterfly, and I know the different things that you do, but this leads me to believe or to tell you that you should dive deeper into some of the herbal stuff and do some like tinctures and do balms and do medicine. Like, I feel like your business is going to move over into, you are, okay, I feel like that will be successful. I feel like this is just literally a medicine of the butterfly. It's medicine, the things that you're making. That's what you want to do. I feel like it'll be successful, right? I do feel like if you're like worried about jumping into it or anything like that, it may take a while to start, but I feel like it'll be successful because it feels like you have that energy of like a medicine woman. Does that make sense? Like, it feels like that would really be what your passion is. Like, you like the other things and they're fun and they're beautiful and you love them, but I feel like your heart would be very set into more so the medicine aspect of it. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. So that is that one. That's just reminding of that. And it says that you're at this, sounds funny. I'm going to show you the picture. It says that you're at this rare intersection between heaven and earth, which you literally are, right? Because you do have the spiritual side of you. I think that the herbal part, it just keeps pushing. Like, I don't know, maybe in a past life, that's what you did. Like, I keep saying like the wagon from Pete's Dragon. I don't know if you guys even know that show. And they have the medicine people that travel in wagons and go town to town. And it feels like that is going to be what you do. This says the rare intersection between heaven and earth. And I feel like this has tied to your spirit and what your spirit wants versus what you're able to do right now. Does that make sense? It feels like you're at a crossroads. Like, you want to do so much and you might only be able to do, how do I say this? You as a human, this is the hardest thing because I get both sides of this always. So you as a human, right, with your human mind, are stepping in front of yourself and blocking yourself from doing some of these things. And I feel like some of it is self-doubt. Like, I don't really even know that much, or what am I going to do? How am I going to get it out there? You know, kind of what is the word? You do not believe in yourself enough. Okay. But you should. And I know that that's so much easier said than done. So maybe self-depreciation. Yeah. It feels more like, it feels like you don't feel like you deserve it. And it's not, I know you have two parts, but somewhere, someone in your life has taught you, and I feel this because I have this, someone has taught you that when you put yourself first and do things for yourself, it results in people being neglected Does this make sense? I don't know where, like, have you seen people in your life, maybe your mom, your dad, whoever, do things for themselves? And so your subconscious has this connection, because my subconscious has this connection too, of if you do things for yourself, someone's getting neglected and I don't want to hurt them. That's what it feels like. It feels like you have that. Like, I have been hurt. And I've seen when people put themselves first. Kitty, you keep saying put yourself first and do it and show self-love, but I've only seen bad things come out of that. In fact, I was neglected because someone put themselves first. So I'm not going to put myself first, because then that means I'm going to neglect people. And it's a subconscious thing, but I feel like that's there. Hi, Alex. I am good. I'm good. Does that resonate? So you're at this weird, like, limbo, right? Because over here you're like, I am Nadine and I am a badass bitch and I'm gonna do it, and there's no doubt. Are you sure? Because what if blah 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 blah? What if no one really buys it and you spend all your money? What if you don't do good enough? I can do it. I'm great. But are you sure? Right? Does that make sense? That's what it feels like. It feels like little Nadine here. Nadine, I'm fine. I don't need anything. I'm doing this. Screw this. I'm not dealing with you controlling me anymore. But are you sure? Yes, you're sure. The answer is yes, you're sure. It's like, go away, release me, let me go, and let me go do my thing, right? You need to have conversations with little Nadine that you are going to take care of little Nadine. No one else is going to fuck with her or mess with her ever again. You're her protector. You're never going to let anyone hurt her or make her feel small. Is that what happens in your brain? Okay, that's how it feels. Maybe that's why we click, because that's what mine does too. Because like, it's so hard. Thank you for the gifts, guys. It's so hard because when you are a spiritual person, you see both sides, but it doesn't take away the human emotion. Does that make sense? Like, I know I can do it. I know it's going to be fine, but why am I under my covers crying and feeling depressed? Right? It's like split. Like, you see both sides and it's hard. And so, definitely nurture little Nadine some. Like, I don't know, blow bubbles, right? Do something silly. So it makes all the sense. Okay. And finally, well, not finally, because you have 2 cards, 4 came out for you. I love this one because this says she rests to create. She rests to create. Little Nadine needs to go on a rest. As much as we love and connect with our littles, little Nadine needs to go to sleep for a while. But it says you rest to create. So maybe right now is a downtime, right? And don't let that make you feel like that's what the future holds for you, girl, right? Because if I have anything to do with it, I'm bringing you with me, right? So you rest to create. Stop, be at peace, sit, feel through whatever you need to feel through and truly feel it and cry it out. But know that this is not where your path ends. This is where it begins. Okay. And then this last card is the Power Awakening card. So I feel like not only like little Nadine needs to take a nap, right? We need to tell her it's nap time. We need to play her some music and let her go to sleep for a while. I feel like once you go through some of this work, some of this getting little Nadine to shh, that's when you're going to have this power awakening. And it definitely has to do with, I feel like, being more medicine woman. Okay, medicine woman. So maybe that's you find some recipes. Maybe it's that you step out of your box and teach a class. Maybe it's so many different things, but be still, even if you can only do it, say you do the honey for a week, right? Be still on the times that you mess with the honey. Like, I'll put one in your stuff tomorrow. Okay. And so you're going to stop and you're going to rest. You're going to rest and you're not going to think about the things you need to do unless you're resting. Okay, unless you're resting. Because when you rest, you create. This is what you need to do. Stop and rest to create. Okay? So take some time. Give some love to little Nadine. That could be chasing butterflies, going on a swing, and crying it out, right? But know that your time is approaching, right? And so you will have to step outside that box to make that difference. But I do feel like it has to do with like an apothecary type thing. Okay? I hope that helps you. Oh, yes. Happy tears, happy tears. I will see you maybe tomorrow. I love you too. I love you too. Have a good night, girly. Chica, 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 chica. It's like Pikachu. Chica, chica. All right, is Chica in here? I'm going to clear these out. All right. Hi, Chica. All right, this is for Chica. Ancestors, spirit guides. Chica, have you been feeling an energy peeking around the corner at you by chance? If not, there's someone showing me that they're with you. And you don't need to be scared. They're showing me they peek around the corner at you. Maybe you see a shadow or something like that. It is somebody, one of your ancestors, checking in on you and supporting you. Okay. If you happen to feel that someone's through, it's a male, and he can't be older than 30, and he has dark hair. Kind of Spanish skin. That sounds weird. Spanish skin. Honey colored skin. So just think about that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's because my daughter-in-law is Hispanic, and so it's the same color as her skin, which is like a dark honey color. Dark honey, like yeah. And has short, I would say short, it's not shaved or anything, it's a little longer on top. And it's black or dark brown. Okay. Okay, so all right, so I'm going to go through these. Okay, the first one, which it could be native. These cards are native as well. I actually feel like there's a lot of Native American energy today here. So the first card you got is the Panther, but it's reminding you you're precious and rare. So I don't know what gifts that you have, but you have gifts. And if you don't think that you do, you do. And I think it has to do with your third eye and things that you can see. Okay, so it feels like this card is reminding you that you're precious and rare, but it feels like you had a not the generation, so maybe not like your mom's generation, but never heard of any gifts. Yeah. So this is something that runs in the family but skips generations. And you may not have heard any gifts, but I feel like you would easily be able to. I don't know if you can see auras or not, but I feel like you can see things without seeing. I don't know if that makes sense to you. It makes sense to me because I say I see things, but I don't actually see them with my eyes. So you're very aware of your surroundings and you're very sensitive to energy. And Do you have a fear? Do you have, maybe not a fear, maybe fear is not the right word, but do you have maybe an interest, but some doubt? Does that make sense? Do you have some interest maybe in like spirituality, but then you also have some doubt? It feels like there's some doubt there. I'm just going to go through the reading. It feels like that there's some doubt there. You are interested and it's piqued your interest, but you're not sold on it, right? That's how it feels. And so I feel like you're so sensitive to energy that you would be able to learn and grow your gifts more so, because that's what it feels like. But it definitely feels like it would be more energy related, maybe energy healing. Maybe you help people who are emotionally hurt. But it feels like you're kind of a protector energy, right? And you understand energy. Maybe you don't understand the spiritual side, the religious side, whatever people call it, but you understand energy. Okay. The next one is the divine might is foretold. Okay, this is just saying that the first card is this is confirming what the first card is saying. Okay, it's the divine. It's this is who you are, right? It's part of who you are. I would say that you're an empath, but like empaths are sensitive a lot of times to energy, and typically, in my opinion, it comes from a lot of trauma, right? Because when you've had trauma, you become really sensitive to other people's energy. I don't feel like all yours comes from that. I feel like you just have a gift of knowing energy. And maybe you have had, I mean, who hasn't had some trauma? But I feel like this has been something that you've always had. It's something that before maybe you had trauma, you've had it. This is something that you have. The next card is Honor the Ancient King. Okay, this card is just, it's when I pull this card, usually it's reflecting on honoring your ancestors or knowing that things come from your ancestors and your ancestors are there. Do you have pictures of your ancestors? How do I say this? Because, I mean, some people call it an altar, but I mean, you could have it anywhere. It doesn't matter. So if you can have a special place to sit things that are important to you from people that have passed away, that is a great way to connect with your ancient ancestors, even just the people that have passed recently for you. This is going to help you reconnect with some of that energy and some of those things. Okay. And so, it's going to help you connect because, like I said, it feels like you're very kind of disconnected and like you're not 100% sure, and you're definitely not going to dive in full stream because it's just you're unsure. And so for me, the more you do it, if you are interested in doing it, the more that you'll feel and the more that you'll be able to help people through with the wisdom and the energy stuff that you gain. I know that sounds kind of just generic, but if you will do that, you're going to start being able to feel energy a little differently when you sit and focus and connect. I mean, if you do, you could. I mean, it kind of depends on what your strongest gifts are. I believe everybody has gifts that can grow. If that's what you want, I believe that you could. But I think more yours is going to be seeing energy, right? Seeing the colors, seeing, the auric field. Like the different colors that can be in the auric field. So maybe if you won't see them like as straight as you see me, you're going to see an auric field that is colored. It might be black or but it's going to have the auric field around it. How do you grow in seeing spirits? Well, how fast is your mind? How many gears are going at once in your mind? Because I feel like a lot. Yeah, and energy. Yeah. Let me finish this card and then I'll talk to you about it. Give me a second, okay? So the last card you got, and it's weird, and you could tell me yes or no or nothing, but it feels like you have like a more masculine energy. But this card says way to the divine feminine is revealed, right? So this shows me that you're lacking in true feminine energy. And let me word this correctly. This could be because you haven't had divine feminine energy. I don't know if you had issues with your mother or if your mother had issues with her mom or something like that. It feels like there's a block there in feminine energy. Okay. And so it shows that you need a little bit of healing when it comes to the feminine energy, right? Feminine energy, masculine energy is protector, right? And you feel like a protector. But you also have feminine within you no matter what, right? We both have both. And so you're a protector. And so it feels like you need a little hug, right? On the nurturing part, on the caring for yourself part, on the loving yourself and being more gentle, right? Because the protector energy is fierce, right? And you need that balance. And so it feels like as if you're interested, right, in doing the things and being still, this is what's needed for you. Like you need to have that balance of that feminine energy. Okay. And so that is your read. Like it shows me you're gifted. It shows me you're probably like an empath. You probably are capable of seeing energy and seeing auras and things like that. But it does show too that you're very masculine and protector energy, which is a great energy to have, but you also need nurturing, right? And sometimes we have to nurture. You have dreams about motherly figures. Okay. That makes sense. And you don't have to answer like with everything, but was your mother absent? And if she wasn't absent, was she emotionally absent? Or was your grandmother, is there somewhere on that side that was a little bit more absent for you emotionally? Because that's what it feels like. And so it feels like that part you never got to truly experience what the divine feminine is. And the divine feminine is nurturing. How can I take care of you? How can I heal you? What can I do? I'm going to fiercely protect the home. You're going to protect the outside of the home, right? Okay. So that's what it feels like. So if you want to grow your gift in seeing auras, right? And this goes for any kind of aura. The first thing you have to do is find something that you want to practice on, right? Oddly enough, when I used to go to church, I used to always, and maybe other people have had this too. When I used to sit in church, I would look up at the pastor, and once I'd stare at him for a while, I would start to see a color right outside of him, you know, because your eyes, I can't do any more. If I have 5 more, I might be able to do 1 more, but after that, but that'll be it. So do you remember the paintings probably in the 90s that you stood in front of them and it just looked like a whole bunch of little squabbles? But if you stepped back and you relaxed your eyes, then you could see something within it. Do you remember those pictures? I can't remember what they're called. Okay, that is what you need to do with your eyes. So find something on a wall, or it could be a person, you could be in public, you could be wherever. It's easiest to do it with a background of white or black. White is preferred, black could work, okay? And it's just easier because when you relax your eyes, there's a neutral background back there. So if you can start doing that, that's going to start helping you start to notice auras. And the more you do it, the more you will start seeing. You really have to train your eye to do it and not be so strained to do it. If you can look at it and relax your eyes and not stare directly at, just kind of relax your eyes, you will be able to start seeing that, okay? Yeah, you can practice with your own hand on a white background. If your dog is asleep, your animal, anything like that is asleep and you have a background, you can do that there too. Yep, you can do plants. Yeah, so there's a lot. And if you need help, truly, you don't even have to be super active within the group, but there is the Blend Your Spirit link up in my bio. And there's lots of people in here that have done that, and they can definitely answer questions as well as I can too. So it's just a group. We just really want to help everybody become the best people we can. So Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Appreciate you. Okay, who is next? Who is next? Yeah, I'll only be able to do the 5 because I'll have to get off here and get ready for in the morning. Rebel thinks she needs a read? Who do you think you are? I always have to separate when I do people that I know. All right, clear out. Who do you think you are? All right. Okay, interesting. Hi, Rose. Interesting, so much. So interesting. All right. Let me put them in order here. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. Yeah, if I can do more at the end, I'll let you guys know. So. Shelly, was Amethyst next? Let me know and I'll do her next if she was next. Sorry. Okay, so the first thing is hey Kitty. Hi Kitty. Hi Kathy. Is hearing the truth. Okay, hearing the truth. Hearing the truth. You want to know what your truth is that you need to hear? It's that you are precious and rare. You're precious and rare. And you have to hear that truth. So sucks to be you. The truth is you're precious and rare. So when I say that, okay, when I say that precious and rare, it shows me, hear that? It shows me a big tree, okay? It shows me a big tree. Not like the tree of life, but like the tree on Pocahontas. Okay, that's the way that it's showing to me. And it's at the end of a river. And it shows me that you have to go through healing to get to the tree which grounds you. And it shows me, this is funny. This is just what it shows me. Okay, it shows me this is Rebel. The flow and the current is actually going towards the tree, right? But you're swimming against the current. So that's why it's hard right now. Because I know just around the river bend. Rebel's not, she's doing just around the river bend. She's trying to go backwards in the water. You're treading water that if you would just go with the current is going. And the tree and the grounding and your prosperity and your abundance is right there. But you're going against, you're just around the river bend and right? You're thinking about, okay, this is what we're going to do. And it's almost like you're scared to go with the current because you know that it goes really fast. Okay, you know the current goes really fast and it's like there's dangerous things in the water and all those things. But if I go against the current, then I'm going to go slow. I'm going to go slow. And you like the slow pace. You're comfortable in the slow space. Do you need us to be your floaties so you can go with the current? That's what I feel like saying. That's what's needed. We need to be your floaties to get you to go with the current because it's scary. I get that. I feel that fully. But this is not me telling you. This is random weird stuff popping in my head, right? So you need floaties to go with the current. It's telling me that there is still something that you're not doing, that you're going actually the hard way around because you're scared. Because if you go with the flow and go with the current, then it's gonna you're gonna get to the tree. You're gonna get to the abundance. You're gonna get grounded. You're gonna get to where you need to be, but you're still treading water backwards. So let me see what's next. That's your truth, apparently, you need to hear. This is saying, too, that you need to remember you're a sage of higher knowledge, and you need to depend on the higher knowledge. You need to stop focusing and depending on your knowledge because you're too much depending on yourself, and you're just a human. Okay, your physical body is just human. So you need to depend on the higher knowledge that you have and stop depending on, your rapid heartbeat, your stress, your anxiety, the pain, all these different things. You need to depend on higher knowledge, not what you feel here in the physical form. And then lastly, it says you have the same card as earlier, to use all the things you've been through for the power of good. Okay. And that scares you more than anything. And the reason is because you don't think that you're good enough to do good and be seen for doing good, because you think that I don't even know where that came from. I don't even know what I said. I don't even know what I said. Okay. That was weird. That was weird. Okay, so that just stopped me in my tracks. That was bizarre. Okay, so it was, you do not think that you can do good. You don't believe that you're good enough to show people how to do good. And you'd like to blame it on the things that you've done. But it has nothing to do with the things that you've done in your life. It has to do with stuff before you even started the part of your life that you like to not talk about, and that your insides are blaming yourself for, like, you can't do that. Look what you did. Actually has nothing to do with that. That is a crutch. That is your crutch, and you can't swim with crutches. It is holding you back. That is what's holding you back. So we need to find out how to work through that, okay? So I don't have to, like, get in a trance or whatever just happened. That is your truth, okay? That is the truth. I don't like telling you truths like that. I don't even think about truths like that. That is your truth. You're precious and rare, and you're holding yourself back. You like to, right now you're in the river and it's going against the current when all you have to do is go with the current. Throw your crutch down. We got your floaties, right? I'll put my elbow around your neck and bring you over to the tree. What are you treading backwards for? What are you treading backwards for? Okay. What are you treading backwards for? You have all of us as flotation devices. I got some good flotation devices right here. We got you. I know it's fear. I know it's fear. That's why I have to separate from, like, you being my bestie to tell you these things when they come through, because I don't even know what happened. You got, I know you have your own too. We'll never drown. So, so that is what it is. It's so interesting. Maybe watch Pocahontas because it's like that tree there is so much a picture that's shown, and it's like there's this river by it and you're literally swimming backwards, and it's like all you have to do is go with the flow. It goes right there and you're like, I got it, and you're going backwards. So I hope that helps you. I'll try not to go in a trance or what is that when that happens? Channel. I'll try not to channel. That was weird. Amethyst is next. You're welcome. I love you. I don't like to do that. I was about to go on a yeah, that's what it is. I was like, I was about to go. Oh, great. Great, Rebel. I was like, you, woo. Great. All right, Amethyst. Are you ready, girly? All right. I think you're girly. I don't know. Are you ready? Are you ready, Amethyst? I like your name. All right. This message is for Amethyst. Come on, guys. Amethyst. Do you have a child that's on the other side? Do you have maybe even if it's not your child? I feel like there's a little child I feel like, okay, so I feel like, before I get your cards, so I feel like there's a child on the other side, and it's a little boy, and I don't know if this is for you, but he's saying, hi, mommy, hi, mommy, hi, mommy, and he's like running, and there's butterflies everywhere. So I think you need to look for butterflies, and I don't know if this is, like I said, for you. I'm pretty dropped in right now, so I'm trying not to like engage in comments and stuff like that. He just says, hi, mommy, hi, mommy. He's a little boy, and he's running with butterflies, and he's just saying hi. He has big blue eyes. Hi, mommy. 2 before birth. Okay. Then that makes sense. All right, Amethyst. Okay. Do you have a locket? He's talking about a necklace or a locket or something. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing while I'm shuffling the cards, because none of the cards are coming out because he's talking or showing me stuff. So he's talking about a necklace, or he's showing me a necklace. Okay. From a long time ago. Okay. So he's showing me that it's probably just a connection of saying maybe you had it at that point or something like that. I just kept hearing, hi, mommy, and it's like a locket type necklace. It could be a necklace. It could be a watch. It could be something small. It looks maybe like it's gold, shaped like a locket. All right. Okay, the first card is a reminder for you. It is called the Canini card. And it is in each other we find ourselves. Okay, so this is what I feel with you. I'm just going to kind of say it and kind of have it come out so I can continue with the read. There is, so I'm being shown that there is kind of like an untold sadness. There's the sadness that you carry. And it definitely plays a role in your mental health. That to a lot of people, you appear to be fine and you like to help and do things and you're happy and you joke a lot. And, but it feels like there's this untold sadness that you hold on to, right? That's like the thing that you hold on to. And I don't know if it's something that you hold on to because you feel like that's all that's left. And sometimes if we release that sadness, we feel like there's no more connection anymore. But it feels like it's something like that. Okay. It feels like there's this, it's unspoken. Not many people know about it, if anybody knows about it. Does that make sense to you? So there's definitely some healing and some weight that needs to be released from your shoulders on that. And I feel like it has to do with maybe forgiving yourself. You don't have to answer, but I'm just kind of telling you what's coming through. The hardest person to ever forgive is ourselves, right? Because we don't know till we know. And we make decisions every day based upon what we know, and then we don't know till we know. And so it feels like it's almost something that you need to forgive yourself for, or forgive yourself that it happened, or something like that. And you hold on to that, right? And it hurts. And you need to start processing it and to let it go. You're going to find a sense of freedom once you are able to forgive yourself. Okay. We just don't know till we know. Right. And so it may be that you write a letter to yourself, back at the age of whenever this happened, right? And forgiving the people that were involved and yourself, and just burn it and send it to the universe. Like, just kind of slowly start to let go. That's not going to get rid of it forever, right? Because it's a learned process to do that. And so you might have to do it more than several times, right? So, but in each other, we find ourselves. Okay. You aren't alone. I feel like you feel like you're alone. You're not alone. In each other, we find ourselves. And in the group that we have, we very much are like, we know we're all connected somehow. Like we've all experienced, say, the one universal experience, of course, is losing people we love. But we all experience heartache. We all experience these things. You are not ever alone. You feel alone, but you're not. Okay, you're not. And if you need people to talk to and that don't know you and don't know like your back history and all those things, like our group can do that. Like I can, whoever can. Because sometimes you need someone outside of the situation to talk to, because everybody that's within the situation and knows situations basically have baggage with it. Does that make sense? So if you need someone that's not in the situation, I can definitely, direct you if that's what you need. Okay, this card is you're a child of light. Okay, in this card, when I see mountains, I know that there's been a struggle. There's different things that I'll see in the same cards for different people. And this card shows that you're kind of, the mountains are close. And that shows me there's been a struggle, right? Or you're in the middle of a struggle, okay? And you're carrying this backpack with bricks. Okay, you're carrying this backpack with bricks in it. And it's not even your bricks to carry, but you're trying. That's why you can't make it up the mountain. That's why it's so hard to get over whatever you're going through. It's because you have all these bricks in this backpack and you think that you're just this superwoman and you can jump up and you can take this backpack that weighs so much, just throw a brick out at a time, okay? A little bit at a time, right? You're going to get reprieve. You're a child of the light. And that's not even necessarily a spiritual thing. You're a child of the light. Like, you belong to the sun. I don't know if you prefer sun or moon, but light, 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 okay? What is so... And I think I just shared this a couple different places. I watched this video and it said, you want to be the light? Great. You know where you have to be the light? You have to be in the dark. You have to be in the dark. You cannot see the light in light, right? It's light. You can't see it. It doesn't make any difference. But you know what? When you're in the dark, right? When you're in the dark and someone turns a light on, you can see that light. And that's you. That's you. Okay? Maybe we're the light right now for you in this dark time. Maybe that's it, right? But you're a child of the light. That means you're going to be in dark times sometimes, right? Because you can't see light and light. Everything's light. You don't see any differential, okay? But when you're in the dark or you're around people that are struggling, you are that light and you can be seen, okay? And you just have to move through this process to be that. And the other thing is beautiful place. And I'm going to pull this from the book. I love that there's a child in this one, and there's a unicorn, there's a lion and a lotus, and a mama energy. Beautiful place. I'm going to read this out of the book. I don't do this very often, like once a time maybe. 26. Okay. Beautiful place. Isn't that pretty? It is pretty. Your dreams of a more beautiful world for you are not a product of childish fantasy nor idle imagination. They are true spiritual visions inspired by your universal heart of the divine that yearns for beauty to be manifested in the world. You have a life's purpose to assist in the creation of divine harmony in the world through sacred activism and the expression of your soul talents. Believe that this beautiful world for you that you long for is not only possible, but it is part of your spiritual journey to create. Don't be scared to face your problems head on. You don't need to be willful about a solution, but in meeting the issue, you shall simplify the complexity and recognize practical steps that will create a healing change for you. Keep your mind and heart open as you ask for unconditional loving guidance on how to evoke divine healing. An outcome is available to you that is far more beautiful than you can ever have imagined. It's been said that peace is not merely the absence of war. Okay? It's been said peace is not merely the absence of war. Earth warriors understand that we need to fight for peace in this world using our strength, courage, creativity, intelligence, and constant will to align and find your peaceful presence that you're yearning for. Sabotagers will want you to believe that peace is passive, that it involves denial or detachment from the world, that isn't relevant, practical, helpful, and it doesn't create change. Did you see that? Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe my phone's weird with stuff like that. Let there be peace. Let human culture be one of encouragement, optimism, innovation, engagement, wisdom, reflection, community, and guardianship of the planet and each other for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Let this be now so that the future knows a deep connection of Earth, this beautiful place, through the songs of wisdom and our own free will. So be it. So this just talks about a healing journey for you. You may feel like you're in the dark a lot, but it's because you're the light. Does this resonate with you? And your little boy says hi, and he's confirming that there's a locket or something like that that he recognizes that you had. That's just something for you and him to know. Okay. I hope that helps you. All right, who is next? Yeah, I'm going to do a few more readings and then I'll jump off. Okay. You're welcome. You are welcome. Kathy. All right, let's clear. This message is for Kathy. This message is for Kathy. Okay. Kathy. Kathy, Kathy. Okay, you have 3 cards that came through, my dear. All right. Hi, guys. All right, so the first one you got, I can't even pronounce the goddess's name. It's goddess something. I'm going to show you the picture. Yeah, I think it's like the filter that TikTok has on it automatically. So this is, she guards the waters of life. Are you a healer? So a couple things that come through with your energy when I connect to your energy. One, I feel like there's a very heavy presence that is in the background of you. I don't know if this is, I don't know if this is an experience you've had, if this is a person, or if this is like a shadow part of you. Okay, it's very heavy on it, because your energy comes through as very chaotic. She guards the waters of life. So water can be a couple different things. So anytime I connect with water, I connect personally with it as being a healing thing. Your energy, let's see. I feel like you're blocked off. I don't know if you necessarily believe in these kind of things. I feel like you are guarded, that you're hard to reach. Does that make sense? Not in a bad way. I think that you're guarded, and I'm kind of the same way. So I recognize that energy a little bit. Like climb these walls if you want to get to me type thing. Does that make sense? You feel blocked. Okay. That's what it feels like. Do you have a heavy male energy, like someone around you that basically, I won't say, definitely does not fill your cup? Does that make sense? It feels like it's a masculine energy, but it feels like it's depleting almost, like it's siphoning almost. It's just draining you. And it could be like, it could be anything that's draining you. It feels very much like that. Okay, so it does feel like you're a healer, but this is what it feels like. It feels like you're a healer in the way of you protect people from being hurt. You want, how do I put this? You have a healing energy. Either you like people or you don't. They're either in or they're out. But it's a self-defense mechanism. That on your best days, that the people who are close to you love to be around you because you are healing to them. Your energy is unmatched for those people that are around you that you allow to take shelter under your umbrella. That is a healer. Water is the healing element. You like water because it's healing, because you can have it just wash it over you and kind of let it go. Sorry, I haven't seen anything. Let's see. Training. Okay. So that is, she guards the waters of life. You help others heal by being you. Like, you don't have to have something so grand. I am a healer. And you don't have to have like the big buckle that says I'm a healer or a trophy. You heal people by being you, by protecting them and by giving them this umbrella to be under. It helps them heal. It makes them feel comfortable. But you also have people take advantage of you in a full way. You definitely need to dive deeper into making boundaries, and that's going to be hard for you because you tend to carry that umbrella to help keep the people around you that's close fiercely protected. And like I said, you either love, or I don't know you, right? It's one or the other. And so you help people just by being you. Just because something like a healer is not like, yes, I lay hands and heal people. It's not that for you. It is just your energy, right? On your best days is fucking amazing. And so that helps people. You're immeasurable, and the power of the heart. Your heart is fierce, okay? Your heart is fierce. Your heart is fierce, right? This goes into the people you love, you protect fiercely. Don't fuck with my people. Like, you're that person. Don't fuck with my people. Don't do it, right? Your heart, but your heart's also what can get you in trouble too, right? Because you do love people, but then they will push you and push you and push you, and then that builds resentment, and that's a different story, right? I'm trying to dig into your energy because you're guarded. What can you do to bring you joy? Like, and you don't have to answer. I just want to say this to bring up some questions for you. What can you do to bring you joy, to fill your cup? Because you are not at your best when your cup is empty. Nobody is, but you certainly aren't. What can you do to bring you joy? You also need to know that no good thing shall be withheld. That when you're doing these things, sometimes it feels like you're at the bottom of the barrel. And like I said, I don't really know you, so I don't know the situation, but it feels like sometimes you feel like you're not seen for what you do. And I see you. I see you. And I acknowledge what you do. Even when you don't want to do it, you still do it, and you're still there for people. You still love people, probably when you feel like deep down they don't deserve it. What can you do that brings you joy? Because that is where your sweet spot is, right? What brings you joy? What brings you childlike faith? What makes you feel like a child again? What makes you feel happy beyond anything? Okay? What makes you feel happy? Like, when's the last time you've chased butterflies? Right? When's the last time you've blown bubbles? When's the last time you got bubble gum and blew a bubble and popped it on your face? Okay? No good thing shall be withheld. There's nothing being withheld, right? It's all there. It's all there for you. You just have to remove the block so you can see it. okay? And those blocks can be removed by you doing boundaries and by you bringing in the full or childlike love for things and the childlike vision. Look at things through childlike eyes. Look at those butterflies. Look at those caterpillars that are coming, right? Go follow them. Go see what their journey is. Childlike faith. This will refill your cup. And no good thing is being withheld. It feels that way because you are blocked. But the way you get unblocked is roll up the red carpet that you've been rolling out for everybody to walk all over your boundaries. Roll it up, right? Roll it up. It's time to stop. Roll it up. That's not you. You can only help those who want help. And you want help, so you can help yourself. Nothing is being blocked from you. Nothing's being withheld. It's all right there in front of you. You just can't see it because of the blocks, okay? So that is the way that you can remove them. Do boundaries, right? Have more confidence in yourself. Don't let people take so much out of you that there's nothing left in your cup. If you need your cup refilled, find a community, find people, have a friend that doesn't need anything from you or that at least reciprocates. Okay, and that will help you. Go outside, put your feet on the grass, right? Do some childlike things. Splash in a water puddle. Stand in the rain, okay? I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Rose is next. How many more do I have, Shelly? I was getting tired. One more, perfect. Okay. Hi, Salty, how are ya? Rose. I'm good, thank you. It is almost my bedtime and I got stuff to do. I gotta get ready for tomorrow. I sat here and there has been like 10 messages come through. I don't know, probably 6 messages come through for tomorrow morning. And I was like, oh, I think I have enough. Rose, you need to do some work with the moon. You were summoned here? Is that so? You need to do work with the moon. You also need to work with sacred geometry. Rebel can probably help you with that. That is so much her jam. The first card is Mandala of the Moon. Okay, you need to work with the moon. Hi, Man Out of Reach. How are you? I appreciate you. Work with the moon, Mandala of the Moon. The full moon is coming. You need to, if you can't get outside, you need to get to the window, right? You need to get some healing of the energy of the moon, right? You need water element in your life. If you cannot, if you can't go outside, get your butt to the window, right? Even if you can't see the moon on the full moon, you still get the energy, right? You get the energy. Stop with the madness. Get in front of the moon, right? The moon, the full moon, is when we use to let go of things. Are you ready to let go? The answer should be yes. Are you ready to let go? Thank you, George. I appreciate you. Are you ready to let go? Even if you can't go outside, get your butt to the window, girl. Okay? I love this for you. Right here. Rose. Second chances bring success. Are you going to try again? Are you going to do it this time? Are you going to try? Second chances bring success. and reminding you you're a child of the light. Okay? If you want to work in the dark, it's totally up to you. But I'm here to remind you you're a child of the light. You need to do energy work. You need to do light work. Okay? You need to find something positive to transmute the heavy energy that you have, right? Into something beautiful. The beautiful part about having heavy, dark energy that's been around you is you have the opportunity to transmute that shit into something beautiful. Okay? You get to transmute it into something beautiful. Okay? No one else gets to say that. Only you. Okay? No one else can tell you all these things and make you believe it. Okay? Second chances bring success. Are you ready to try? Right? Are you ready to try? You're a child of the light. It looks like you have some struggles still that you're struggling with, and that's okay, because behind your struggles, there's a big freaking sunshine right there, right? It's coming, right? Are you going to go out in it, right? Are you going to go and join that? Okay? You have to put down, we talked about this earlier, you have to have self-forgiveness, okay? You have to forgive others, even the people in your own dang house, okay? You have to, right? And you have to, and I'm just going to say this to you because I get this part. You have to forgive your body for not being the vessel that you really want it to be, okay? Because while we're kind of in control of our bodies, we're not always fully in control of our bodies, right? We get what meat suit we get. We get what we get, and we still throw a fit, right? You're only here for a limited amount of time, okay? Don't let you get to the end and you regret all the things and not have time to do them, right? Don't get to the end and have regrets. You forgave your sister. Good, good. I'm proud of you. Okay, don't get to the end and have regrets of, man, I wish I woulda. No, do it. Bitch, do it. Do it. Do it. So, you're a child of the light. You need to do work in the moon. You need healing. But second chances bring great success. I hope that helps you. I hope it helps you. All right, so did I have one more? I have Jen. You're welcome, girly. Jen. Yeah, I can do it. Faux show. And then I will do crystal reads on Sunday. I am going to ask for I am going to ask for donations, even of just $1 for donations on Sunday. Everything that gets sent to me, I'm going to send to Lisa to help with her husband. For those of you that don't know, we had someone in the community that really has had a tragic, not loss, but a tragic circumstance, and her husband is going to have a very, very, very long road. Hi. Well, thanks, Salty. It's going to have a very long road, and she is one of in our community, and I like to try to support the community when I can. So if you do want a crystal reading Sunday, I'll have Shelly start taking a list of that, and I will do some others on here. I just want to support her as much as we can, and that's one way that I can in a small way. So thank you, Salty. Okay. All right, Miss Jen. Okay, so the first one, I don't get a huge message for it other than you need to look for hawks. Okay? You need to look for hawks. This says, you are kin of the red-tailed hawk. But I'm saying you need to watch for hawks. I feel like this is going to be a sign for you. Hawks. You need to look for signs. Honoring the ancient ancestors, which I feel like you're good at. But as I see, like in Rebels, when I saw that tree, like you were around that tree. Okay? You were around that tree. Honoring the ancestors. This is confirmation for you. You might need to do... the hawk is connected with that. You might need to do some work with your ancestors. I feel like that's connected. You need to do something honoring your ancestors. Not that you don't, but you need to do something. Maybe an offering. It confirms a dream. Okay. I feel like an offering. I feel like an offering. Yeah. You were shown that. Okay, I feel like an offering. So need to do an offering to continue working with your spirit guides. I think that there's just a little bit more you need to connect with or learn there. And this is reminding you to stand in the light, even in the hard times, even on the hard dates, even on the things that become a struggle. Just a reminder to stand in the light. That one's pretty simple because you know that, but it's just confirming it. And then the other one for you is the in each other we find ourselves. I know you know that. I know you know that. But I feel like you're going to have something happen to where you're going to need to teach that to someone. I don't know if you've met them yet. I don't know if you'll be spending time with them soon, but there's going to be a connection that you are going to absolutely need to remind them that basically in others we find ourselves, in one and all. I am this, you are this, we are one. Does that make sense? It's someone that is forgetting and that thinks that they are disconnected or feels disconnected, and it feels like that's coming up for you. It does. Okay. So it feels like that's coming up for you, but I would do some sort of an offering or something like that with your ancestors. I feel like they're there to work with you. That's almost like a, hey, come sit with us for a little bit type thing. Because when we think about an offering, we always think it's the gift, and it is, but it's also the time that it takes to put it together and be willing to take those steps to do it. So sometimes it's not necessarily the offering or the gift. It's the fact that you take time and intention to do something meaningful, and then it's this trade of energy, right? It's an energetic exchange. So you take the time and then they do that. Yeah, and sit with it. Remember, though, it feels like it might be a little bit of a struggle, or your friend or whoever you're meeting might be in a very dark place, okay? And that's reminding you to stand in the light when they come to you. Or maybe it's someone you already know, but it's definitely a struggle. But it's something that you need to remind yourself that, and it feels like it might trigger some past things for you. So it's going to be a learning curve and a learning gift. We're going to call it a gift, a learning gift for you. It is going to be a learning gift for you. And it may draw out some of that energy that you're like, ew, I don't want to deal with this. I've already done it. But it's a gift. It's a gift for you. Okay. And so that's what it feels like. It feels like it may, whoever you need to help, this is going to bring up some stuff, right? Some gifts that you can work a little deeper on. Just remember to stay in the light and don't fall down into the cave on that. But remind yourself and this person that's coming into your life, or maybe you already know who they are, that it is good for them to stay in the light and to remember we're all connected, right? We're all so interconnected. Everything's so interconnected, right? We just do not always feel that way, right? I hope that helps you. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Appreciate you always supporting me and being so gracious to me. I will be on tomorrow. We were going to do the surprise eggs, and then I'll do a sale afterwards. Sunday night, I will do crystal reads. I am going to request donation. I don't ever request donation, even if it's just $1. Whatever I'm going to get, I'm going to send to Lisa to help with them and the support for them in his recovery. So if you do want that, go ahead and let Shelly know, and we'll kind of go from there. I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you have a beautiful night, and I'll be on tomorrow. Bye.